The run breaks you down, and this is what builds you back. This is where your body resets, recovers, and actually gets stronger. My hope is over the next 20 to 30 minutes, you allow yourself to move slowly and intentionally. Start by coming to a tabletop position and just move your weight side to side. Feel the distribution from your left side to your right side. Opportunity here to shift forward and back and side to side. I tend to get pretty tight in my shoulders. Then we'll come into a downward facing dog. It's going to feel really nice on the hamstrings, so go ahead and bend that right knee and just play around with what your body needs. And then when you're ready, come back to that tabletop. We'll take a couple rounds of cat-cow. So articulating that spine all the way up, and then inhale, come back to that cow position. Exhale, scaredy cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale. Keeping the fingers grounded, knees on the mat. And then try to bring that spine all the way up, rounding it as much as possible. Belly button to spine. Gaze goes up. Try to keep that neck long. Wonderful. A couple more. And then when you're ready, take some natural movements for your body, whatever you're feeling. Allow yourself to play. Go fingertips back towards your knees, or maybe you can go all the way onto the tops of your hands. If this is too intense for your wrist, don't do it. Everything is always just an invitation. Go ahead and shift all the way back to a downward facing dog. Pedal it out. So bringing your weight onto your left foot, then your right, and then keep focusing on bringing that chest back towards your knees. Trying to stretch out the hamstrings as much as possible. Grounding through the L part of your hand and then gripping the mat like a gecko. Walk your feet all the way up to meet your hands. Beautiful. Then opposite hand. Go to opposite elbow. And then just hang here in a ragdoll. Want to have a little bit of a micro bend in the knees. And then allow that upper body just to sway, hang, bounce. Letting gravity do its work. And then bring that upper body all the way up to a standing position. Reach all the way up, as high as you can go, and then fold it forward. Flat spine. And come all the way back down. Bring it up. Inhale. And exhale. Dip all the way down. Hands come down to the mat. Left foot goes back. Right foot goes back. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. Pedal it out if you want. Right foot comes up and bring it in between your hands. And then that left knee comes down to the mat. Is one of my favorite movements to do post-run, because I get that stretch all the way through the side body, through the hip, and the quad all at once. Trying to keep your right heel on the ground as much as possible. So shifting weight forward and back. I'm going to the right here to get a nice back crack. Reach all the way up. Allow that left foot to be pressing into the mat. And if you want to play around here, I'm doing something for my thoracic mobility there. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, shift back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, shift back. Inhale. Keep pressing, keep pressing, keep pressing. Make yourself as big as possible. Hands come down. Their left hand comes down, and then the right hand goes up. And shift it back. Every time you shift back into a half split, try to focus on those toes flexing back towards your face. Right foot goes all the way back to meet your left, downward facing dog. Play around here with putting more of the weight on your toes. The left foot goes up to the sky, and then bring that left leg all the way through in between your hands. Right knee comes down towards the ground. Start to play around with the distribution of weight forward and back. That right knee is going to go down to the ground, and then that right foot is also pressing into the mat. And then start to shift your weight with that left knee going over your left ankle. Reminder, try to keep that left heel on the mat. And shift back all the way into that half split, flexing your toes back towards your face. Trying to feel that stretch in your hamstring. You can keep your right hand down at the mat, and then you can try to open up through the chest. You might feel this in the lower back. Trying to create more space in the hip. You can play around here. Try to feel your body. Feel your hips. Feel your hamstrings, feel your feet. And then when you're ready, we'll meet all the way back into a downward facing dog. Pedal it out, putting weight onto the right foot and then onto the left foot. Roll it forward, come all the way down and back. Beautiful. Down and back. Yes, my friend, this is called a push-up. So as we go down, slow and controlled, and then come up into an upward facing dog. And then when you're ready, shift all the way back into a downward facing dog. Now, when you're doing a push-up like that, you can always come onto your knees, so don't feel like you have to mimic exactly what I'm doing. Wherever you are, let's meet in a sumo squat. Now, sumo squat, resting position for a lot of people. So when you're in a sumo squat, try to rest. Go ahead and spread your feet out wide to a wide leg forward fold, and then just go up and over with your left hand, left arm, and then right arm. And then as you shift side to side, allow that knee to go into almost a warrior two knee. So you're bending through that right knee, bending through the left knee. Bending here and trying to keep the chest going up towards the sky. Now we'll meet in this warrior two position. Arms are out wide. Your gaze is over your fingertips. When you're in a warrior two, so we'll go back and forth from side to side, really trying to open up the side body, but you can treat it as warrior two legs. So you're going to be bending through that right leg and then bending through the left leg. And then the goal here is to try to open up the side body. Expand through the ribs and then reach up. We'll meet in a goddess position, so your feet are out. And then you want to put your hands in the inside part of your knees. And then just allow that right shoulder to come down, left shoulder to come down. This might feel really nice for the hips and the lower back. And keeping the heels glued into the ground, we'll meet in a horse stance. Come all the way up and down. Up, expand through the chest and down. Shoulders are away from your ears. You can do that as many times as you please. You're going to feel a nice burn. And they'll meet in a crescent lunge on the right side. So your right foot is out, left leg is back. Pushing that left hip towards the front. You want to have your hips square as much as possible, and then reach back with that right hand towards your left heel, left foot. You're going to feel a wonderful stretch across your side body. This might be really easy for you or quite difficult. We'll go crescent lunge on the other side. So once again, that left foot is going forward, a generous bend, and then you're on the toes of your back foot, and then reach back with that left hand all the way back for your right foot, right ankle, right calf. Reach, reach, reach. Beautiful. And then come back to a wide-legged forward fold. Feet are facing 12 o'clock, hinging, distributing weight from side to side. So we'll come into a side lunge on the right side, and then a side lunge over onto the left side. Why do people call me at the worst time? Can you not see I'm moving? Try to stay low when you're going from a side lunge to the other side. And then if you want to feel it even more, lift up that opposite foot and lift those toes up to the sky. And you can play around with that hip. Now find a little bit of play and flow here as you go from side to side. Trying to go just a little bit deeper as you move. And then go ahead and wiggle your feet in. Reach all the way up, trying to make yourself as tall as humanly possible. Reach, 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 reach. And then slowly come down into a squat. In the squat here, if you look, try to go into your toes. This is great for your ankles and your feet. I've noticed that my feet and ankles actually need a lot of work, especially as I'm running more. A lot of mobility work. And we'll meet back into a downward facing dog. Now this downward facing dog should feel a little bit looser. And then we'll come into a 90-90. Now, if you don't know what 90-90 is, let me show you. So basically want that left leg at 90 degrees and then your right leg at 90 degrees. So this is a great prerequisite for pigeon. And the first thing we're going to do is just some windshield wipers from side to side. Now if you catch a cramp in your hips, that's actually completely normal. It's okay. Maybe you just need some more electrolytes or some more stretching and mobility in the hips. But focus here is allowing those hips to just go side to side. And if this is very easy for you because you got some mobile hips, then you can go no hands. No hands just adds another layer of challenge because now you're putting all of your weight onto your hips. So see how that feels? And then if you want, you can use that upper body to try to hinge over that left leg or the right leg. So shifting back onto the right side, this is definitely the tighter side for me. Trying to use that upper body as a way to deepen the stretch into the hips. As you come back onto the left side, allow that back leg to go long, and we'll meet all the way down into a pigeon pose. So pigeon, it's really easy to try to get out of the pose right away because it's not super comfortable. Invitation here is to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Wonderful. We'll meet in pigeon on the other side, so letting that left leg go long. And trying to bring as much weight as you can onto that right hip. Starting by just loosening and relaxing your shoulders and relaxing your jaw. Just notice where you're holding tension. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Allow the hips to grow heavy. And then slowly, 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 at your own pace, come out of it. Especially a pose like pigeon, you can literally stay in it as long as you desire. I've also learned that pigeon is one of those poses that seems to release a lot of feelings, emotions. So if anything ever comes up in pigeon, just let it come up. We'll meet back in a downward facing dog. This dog should feel a little bit looser and lighter, as now we got some good blood flow and things are opening up. Once again, shifting the hips back, trying to bring your sternum towards your knees. And then when you're ready, bring those knees all the way down to the mat. We'll meet in this tabletop position, very similar how we started. And then shift your weight all the way back and allow your forehead to melt down onto the towel, the mat, the ground. Child's pose. This pose is incredible. Offers a lot of healing, offers a lot of surrender. Then when you're ready, you can come out of it. Notice that my right leg has gone forward, and I'm bringing my left hand down on the ground and my right hand down on the ground for a lizard lunge, just because I feel like my hips need a little bit more time, love, and attention. So left foot is going to the outside of that left hand, right knee is on the ground. And you can have that left foot as wide or as narrow as you want. Completely up to you. Next, we will come into a crab position. So start in a seated position and then walk your hands out and then push your hips up and explore with what your body needs. I'm going to try something where I go all the way into my toes and then walk my hands back. This is going to feel really good on the quads and the shoulders. When you're pushing your hips up, see if you can ground through your heels as much as you can. When you're ready, bring your buttocks all the way back down to the mat. Then your left foot, left ankle, goes on top of your right knee. This is a seated figure for stretch. So if pigeon or that 90-90 was too intense, you can always start here. Maybe I should have done this one before pigeon. But oh well. So think about that right foot, right ankle. Now going on to that left knee. And you can go side to side. We'll go for butterfly. So hands reach down for ankles, for feet. And then allow the knees to spread out like a butterfly. And then the upper body folds over. Now when you're ready, come into the seated position and then try to find connection with your sit bones and the earth. For this pose, you can have a micro bend in the knee and see if you can make yourself as long and as tall as possible. So try to find connection with those sit bones. I'm gonna have to move some stuff around and then reach up and over for those feet. Now if you can't reach your feet, then try your best to reach for your ankles. And if you can't reach your ankles, go for your calves. If you can't reach your calves, go for your knees. Now if you can't reach for your knees, then we'll have to do this video a couple more times then. This reminds me of the sit and reach. I have some funny memories of the sit and reach in middle school. It's part of our fitness test. And curses, I have the tightest hamstring, so this was always super tough and I could never touch my toes. Tight hamstrings and T-Rex arms, not a good combo for flexibility. Try to find that seated position again. I'm giving myself a little bit of a massage on the shins. Then we'll meet in a seated butterfly, just allowing that head and neck to roll around. And then bring your legs out. Try to find a connection with your heels. And then imagine there is a beach ball right in front of you. And then we're going to use the power of our core and the abdominal wall to slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come all the way down into a lying down position. So bracing as much as you can right now, flexing through the hamstrings, and then slowly allow the lower back to come down to the mat, mid back, upper back, head and neck. Bring that right knee in towards your chest, and then the left knee. And then go ahead and bring both your knees into your chest. Extend the left one out long, and then right leg comes all the way over for a spinal twist. Right leg goes long, and then left leg goes over your body for a spinal twist. I always get some sort of back crack when I'm in this position. Go ahead and hug both knees into your chest. And try to make yourself as small as possible. And slowly bring your feet down to the floor. Windshield wiper your feet, your legs over to the left side. And then over to the right side. Trying to keep the opposite shoulder down on the ground. And then go ahead and butterfly out for legs. Now this can feel quite uncomfortable, so see if you can breathe where you feel that discomfort. And then allow gravity to do the work. Just relax. And then when you can, roll out of it. If you want, you can roll your legs all the way up for a waterfall position. Kicking your feet up towards the sky. And then using your hands here to help support the lower back. Elbows are down. You can open up the legs if you want. Just an opportunity to play, allowing the blood to rush. And leave your feet, leave your legs. And then bring your knees all the way over towards your ears for deaf man's or plow. Funny looking position. You can recognize that, but very beneficial for the body. Go as slow as you can with control, using your core. Right leg goes out long, and left leg goes out long. Hands, arms down by your side. And then try your best here to find a resting position. There is nothing you have to do, nothing you have to strive for. Just allow yourself to breathe. Relax. And then when you're ready, come up into a seated position. Relax your hands. Relax your jaw. Relax your arms. And then just notice your breath. Bring your hands to heart center. Find one thing in this very moment to be grateful for. I'm very grateful for this scenery that I'm in right now in Pucón, Chile, and for a body that I can move in. So we'll take one breath together in through the nose and out through the mouth. I hope you feel a little bit lighter, a little bit more mobile. And I hope this is a reminder that as you continue to excel, run, train, that you prioritize your recovery. Not just your physical recovery, but your mental and spiritual. I'll see you in the next video.